Hello everyone, this is Naga Yashwant. I'm going to explain about our final project Reversi game with minimax algorithm and alpha beta pruning. So before we go into the project, we want to know what is a minimax algorithm and alpha beta pruning. So here, what is minimax algorithm? Basically, minimax algorithm is a decision making algorithm which has a minimum and max value score. It picks so based on the score, the decision is decided. The decision is decided for the next step to perform. So what is alpha beta pruning? Similar to minimax algorithm, alpha beta pruning is the enhanced version of the minimax algorithm. So this alpha beta pruning involves two parameters, which is alpha and beta. The name itself says the alpha beta. So alpha is the best value, that is the highest value that we have found so far at any point of time, which resembles the max value in the min-max algorithm. Beta is the lowest value, which resembles the minimum value in the min-max algorithm. So what is Reversi game? Reversi game basically is a two-player board game, which looks like this. Two. This is a Reversi game. Uh, So basically, it consists of two players. One is the user and one is the bot, which are represented by black and white color respectively. It contains of 64 pieces, which is 8 rows and 8 columns. The game begins with the 4 markers placed in the square in the middle of the grid. So here, like this, the game begins with the four placed in the middle of the grid. So a player can place a piece in the grid on the board only if there is at least one straight line without spaces between his desired position and another piece of his color. So the white can place here horizontally, vertically, and here horizontally and vertically to this next position. So here white can place, and here can place. So once a player makes a valid move, all the opponent pieces laid on a straight line along with the new piece, and between the new piece as well as any anchoring piece from the player who made become all reverse. So the color changes in the part in between the pieces. So here you can see that once I place black color here, the color changes to white here, from black to white here. So the game ends when neither player can move. At the game like this, if all the boxes are fulfilled, the game ends, and the winner is decided. The winner is decided whose pieces are mostly when the game ends. So when the white has more pieces, then the white wins. When the black has more pieces, then the black wins. And so here we are using, basically the code is written with the help of JavaScript, and we are using HTML, CSS to add styling and graphic to the code, to the game. So here we have two files, index.js and which has index.html, which has average HTML document that helps in when we click on the index.html, the game will open in the browser. Here we are using Internet Explorer. So these JavaScript file and we have another another file which is JavaScript file. This contains the main code of the main logic of the game, and we have the CSS file which consists of the styling. So once we go to the code here, the starting file is index.html. Here we can see that script, we use a script tag to go to the JavaScript code, which is sketch.js. Here in the sketch.js, we are writing the main logic of the game, which is Reversi game. So here we are initializing the players as B and W and labeling them as black and white. And we are initializing the all the variables which are used in the game. And these are all the functions, different functions. So for the initial setup, we are using the setup function. So initially we are the list contains like borders and the styling of the game. You see that we are using the styling. We are creating the div function, and we are including the all the styling of the game like scroll and border box, like that. And we are creating two buttons here, which is restart button and settings button. Here you can see the restart button, when we click goes to the initial phase of the game, and setting buttons. Here we can change the level of the game, as well as we can select the color of the player. Suppose if the white wants to be human, we can check box it. If the black wants to be a human, we can check box it. Here we have the scroller. So this is all the styling part, dialog styling, which has a background color gray. Here the background color is gray, and opacity and all the styling part is included here. The main function is the minimax algorithm. The minimax algorithm consists of the player level and next has variables passed to the minimax function. So initially the available length is 0, and we have the variables such as compare, minimax, and index is initialized to -1, and we are initializing the spot index is equal to 0. We are checking first if the player is available, then we are initializing the spot index as 1, and we are comparing the score with the minimax. Initializing minimax is equal to score, and index is equal to spot index, and we are using the we are again passing the minimax function if the index is until the index not greater than 0. Sorry, until the index greater than 0, we are looping the minimax function. And here we have the alpha beta algorithm function, which takes player level alpha beta and next has arguments into the function. This is the alpha beta algorithm. Here we can see that alpha and beta as arguments, and we are checking if it is a max. Alpha as a max, and beta is assigned to the minimum value, and decision is taken upon by comparing the alpha and beta, and final score is calculated with by alpha beta of score, Based on that, the winner is declared. And the next turn function decides the whose turn is next. And we have various functions such as evaluate, board, and corners, and random AI. Check winner function if the if white wins or black wins, or if it is a tie. We can see that whose counts are more. We are comparing the counts of black and whites, and based on that we are declaring the winner. If the count of black and white are equal, then we are returning tie. So here we can say that when the user clicks when the pawn should be added, and is available player details are player position is stored at the is available player at the particular point. As you can see, initially the this is the board. Initially the board is declared with this array, and the current player is declared to 0, and this is the initialized variables at the starting phase of the game. If it is if the current player is not human, then we are using set timeout for the next term. We are giving time for the next term, 5 seconds. And we are also using slider here in the game. We are using slider if like this. This is a slider. And function settings is the once we click on settings, this styling is written in the settings function. So if we want to run the game, we have to click on the index.html, double click on the index.html so that the game starts in the browser like this. And you can play the game until the all the boxes in the game are fulfilled. Here we are playing the game, Reversi game. As you can see, this is all the steps we are these are all the steps which I have clicked. So white can be placed in the white row beside the white black. So here the white wins. Once the game is over, we can click on the restart to go to the initial phase of the game. So as I told, this is the evaluation methodology for the game. And as I showed, this is the game output. Hence the player with high number of points wins the game. Thank you, everyone.